Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. We go live every Saturday night.
It's like I'm in the bush.
I'm going to move the wheat because you don't eat gluten.
I'm not intolerant to it. I just don't eat it.
I know. I don't want to inhale that. Anyways, we go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time, and I'm not even mic'd up. And we show you the junk that we purchased throughout the week. We tell you what we've paid for, what we're going to sell it for. And if you're new here, I know that's a little different, but we've done hundreds of these, and it's just the way we do it. If you want to shop along, visit JamiRayVintage.com, and Caitlin is on here dropping links. If you see something you like, buy it quick, even if we haven't shown it, because we have sold some things already. Like it goes live right when we go live, and it's my phone starts going bing, 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 bing. So we're excited to be here. It's been a really productive Saturday.
It was 97 degrees today, and I'm sure it's been hotter along the south of the U.S. But here in Utah, 97 is pretty much a scorcher, very dry. But I bring that up because we are exactly 55 days away from the first day of fall. Football season is like 2 weeks away here in Utah.
First game next Friday. The first
high school
exhibition
starts. The boys start about 2 weeks after that, and we're excited. I love fall. It might be my favorite time of year.
You know why it's your favorite time of year?
Because when we got married.
No, we got married in the summer.
Is it your birthday?
Because it's when you met me.
That was like in October, end of October.
Yeah, homecoming, fall.
I guess, yeah. I didn't know what you were going for. I knew when we met.
I was hinting at
I did not forget.
You weren't picking up.
All right, let's show some stuff. We've been chatty.
Right.
Fair warning. We have been working in the church like crazy, and I'm pretty tired.
It's going to be good.
Let's show the wheat since I'm holding it.
All right.
How much did you buy it for?
So I don't know where the price tag went on it, but it was $4.95, I think, from Savers, or $4.99, which is a tremendous deal.
This is pretty fancy wheat. It's got a felt bottom.
It's got a felt bottom. It's tall. And like I tell you guys all the time, if you are resellers, you need to try to find, it looks like a paintbrush, really good thrifted greenery and foliage, because honestly, I probably would have paid well over $20 for this wholesale. Then you have to ask $40 for it. I buy it for $4.99. I can sell it for $28.95, and it'll look great in my shop for fall.
Also,
hey, Debbie.
It's just really cool.
Debbie's on here.
All right.
You know what Debbie wants to tell people?
About her class?
That she's coming to our grand opening in September. Caitlin will drop the link. We have 10 VIP tickets and 10 class tickets, and we are going to be doing a live audience Saturday night thrift haul as part of the VIP package. So definitely check out the link that Caitlin's going to drop, or just go to Jami Ray Vintage and you can find the class on there, because it is going to be so good. And Zeb and I don't teach classes very often.
And you get to come watch the live stream as we do it.
Yeah. If you do the VIP, or if you just want to do the class, you can do that too.
People will hear that on the live stream.
There's going to be swag bags too.
Oh, yeah.
And a little birdie told me the swag bags are going to be good because we're going to be moving, which means I'm going to be like, put that in the swag bag, put that in the swag bag.
All right. This is a little, I want to say it's terracotta, but it might just be resin. I don't even know. It's a good job, whatever it's made out of. It was $3. We're selling it for $15.95, complete with this fluffy little greenery. It's not boxwood, but it's cool. It's on the fern side.
Well, I like it because the pot doesn't need to be painted.
It feels like the top of Rex's head. It's getting real fluffy. He hasn't had a haircut in about 3 months because Jamie's like, I want to see what they look like long.
We were trying to stay focused.
Oh, sorry.
So I paid how much for that?
$3. We're selling it for $15.95.
Again, greenery at the thrift store, always a good idea. Debbie says just 10 and 10. So there's 10 tickets to the class and 10 VIP tickets, because that'll make 20 people at the class. Because if you get a VIP ticket, you get to do the class and the live audience and swag bag. So, and the space isn't super huge. And if I have too many people in a small space, I start to pit sweat. And so
I did the math. We could probably fit about 30 people in there, but Jamie's like 20 is plenty.
Maybe if it goes crazy, I'll add 2 more tickets, but we'll see.
These are all separate.
Yes, those are all separate. So we talked about fall. These are going to get a textured finish with some DIY paint over them, and they're going to look all warty and awesome. We paid $2.99 for each of them. However, they came from Savers. And if you watched my reel, the pro tip is bring a donation. You save 20%. So I saved 20% on these. And once I make them over, they'll be $19.95 each. And these are expensive. If you want to make over pumpkins, you have to thrift them because pumpkins this size with the good textured stem. Yeah. If you don't want a cheesy stem, these are $8 or $9 or more at the craft store, and then you got to make them over. So always thrift your pumpkins.
Like that good fat stem there.
I can't even get these for this price wholesale.
And these are the good size. Like you could obviously go get like your $1.25 store pumpkins, but
those are like this, and they're made out of foam, and when you paint them, they disintegrate.
Yeah. Just saying. We're just fair warning. If you want to go that route, you can, but it's going to be some effort.
So we're going to sell these individually, and they'll be $19.95 once they're all painted over.
Like I'm not going to lie, we've painted some $1.25 pumpkins, and it's a little frustrating. All right.
I'm just seeing if there's any questions. We're good. We have not missed any questions.
We lost some wheat.
Don't eat that.
I'm not gonna.
Mr. Gluten-free.
I'm not gonna.
All right. So much debate over this fruit holder. It is not Fenton. I believe it's Westmoreland because I did a short video on it this week as well. If you see those, if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram,
what gives
I did
it
a short
away
video.
That it's not Fenton. Yeah, the seam and also the base. Their bases are a little different than this.
Yeah, but still cool, still valuable. Paid $3, selling it for $29.95.
What would you do? You put a big old thing of bread in there, or maybe a giant zucchini that was hiding under the leaf and got away from you.
Oh my gosh, you're like the ninja at staging. Wait, he's going to add more zucchini.
Regular size zucchini that hid under a leaf.
And that should tell you how large the leaves are on my squash plants. Those things are insane. That is going to wind up being zucchini bread because ain't nobody going to eat a zucchini that grew that big.
All right, how much did you pay for this? $3, and we're selling it for $29.95.
Yep. So the VIP tickets, Zeb, also include a meet and greet ahead of time and Q&A with me, you, and Debbie. And it's going to be a small group because I already told you I don't do large groups. And there's going to be snacks and drinks because I get hungry. And I like to feed people. It's kind of my jam.
Like drinks like Powerade?
Drinks like water, juice. There'll be Keurig with coffee pods because Debbie don't do nothing without her coffee. So I already have it. It's in a box in my pantry waiting for her to come.
It's either that or wake up at 5 a.m. and run her over there.
Over to the Starbucks? Yeah. Jami ain't doing that. So we got her taken care of. All right, next.
This is like a huge trumpet. I wanted to blow in it, but it's got this cast iron plug in the bottom.
You can't blow it because it's for candlesticks. There's not like a hole through it.
You could. It's a double trumpet.
Debbie says she also needs bacon. Don't worry, we always have bacon.
I don't ever run out of that.
Everything else that Debbie likes, like ribeye, bacon, organic whole milk, that's like regulars in our giant fridge and freezer over here.
Delicious cheeses.
Yes.
Okay. This is $13.95. I don't know how much it costs because Jami pulled all the tags off of everything.
$4.99. It had one of those hanging tags, so I had to take it off.
Savers hanging tag.
And it was 20% off because I made my donation at Savers. I need to take my dad on Tuesdays because you just save 30% when you have an old guy with you. Or
he loves to go.
And he loves to go.
He does. And he hasn't, we've been doing lots of dusty stuff, so he hasn't been over helping us on the shop. So.
I know. If you buy that man lunch, he will come and help you get a discount.
Yeah. Or just a soda even. You could probably get
Zeb said that he feels weird skipping all the time. So I told him I would skip this week because I could not buy this basket.
Here's the thing. Sometimes you can just overdo things. I feel like we need to give it a little bit of a break. It was fun for like the first 300 times I did it. And now it's like
301 is pushing it.
Yeah.
So this is a double-handled vintage skipping basket. It's got two handles with an X. I like the lighter raffia through the middle. It's definitely handmade and it's not glazy. It's like a dull. What? This
says it was $2 for the pair. Where's its friend?
They accidentally put pair was $2.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna skip, and this one's gonna be $24.95. I would have paid $6 or $7 for this basket. It's a good basket. I love like how matte and natural it is. All right, it's not gonna be as good as Zeb.
Hi, niece.
Hold on.
It's all about the knees. You got to get a running start.
I got to go on this side so my braids on the outside makes it cute.
So your braid. All right, I'll get out of the way so you can skip through. This is going to be the best
I haven't
skipping ever.
skipped in a long time. I'm not very
Knees
coordinated.
up. What is that? What is that?
Is that not how it's done?
We're going to have to do some practicing, I see. Apparently, she's not been paying attention.
You told me high knees.
I've literally been giving a skipping tutorial with a basket for years now.
But I don't watch. I'm looking at the camera.
It's okay. You're still cute.
I do what I can. All right. Next up.
I'm just glad you didn't fall.
This already sold. I saw it sold before we even hit live because the thrift haul went live. It was 75 cents because it didn't have a tag. And they're like, yeah, 75 cents. I was like, heck yes.
That's a good little wreath.
Yeah, sold it for $6.95.
Look at this. Look at this.
What?
You do like a whole scene.
Oh my
Done.
gosh.
I'm done. I'm ready to go to bed.
You are like, they should pay you to stage high-end boutiques because you've nailed that.
I'm about to try my hand at that.
Yeah, our high-end
Is it going to be high-end?
It's going to be medium end.
Medium end? Where is the medium end? Wouldn't that just be the middle?
Amanda says, I missed it. What is the class for the VIP ticket? So the class is just going to be a live painting tutorial on Thursday, and you can buy a ticket for just that. Or you can buy the VIP ticket, which will get you into that class with me, Debbie, and Zeb painting furniture and sharing all the live tips and tricks, answered questions. And then the VIP ticket also includes on Saturday night, we'll do an hour Q&A ahead of time with a smaller group with hors d'oeuvres and drinks. And you get to be a live studio audience for the thrift haul. I'm not sure that that's an advantage to get to actually be live here for this, but
I think it's
people
funnier.
think it could be fun.
We've had a few people watching live, and they're like, "That's ridiculous."
All right,
these are hooks, 3 hooks, butterflies.
There's 2 and 2. That's 4.
There's 3 hooks on.
Oh, there's 3. So that's 6 hooks. You know how much I paid for those?
75 cents.
75 cents for the pair.
For the pair.
Yeah, they had a zip tie on them. And they're brass.
I was supposed to remember how much this was, and I forgot.
$12.95.
$12.95. That's
I
good.
remember.
I was gonna go up. I thought they were $14.95.
No, $12.95, and I paid 75 cents for them. Those are really cool, like solid brass butterflies.
Oh
Who doesn't
man,
want
I
those?
set stuff on other merchandise, and now I have to move stuff.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else over there behind that? I think we've shown all that.
This has all been shown.
Show them our pretty little Afghan. So I've been trying not to buy as many Afghans because I got a plethora of them, which if you don't know what that means, this means a lot. But this one is really soft and it looks brand new. Like somebody just made it and then they never gave it away.
It smells like it's been laundered.
Mm.
Doesn't smell like thrift store. It's a bonus.
It's soft and it's really well made and just cute. So darling baby Afghan, I paid how much for it?
The tag was right there. $3.29.
$3.29, which at DI this would have been $4. So this is actually cheaper than DI. I got it at Savers because I saved an additional 20%, so it was under $3.
Yeah.
And I'm selling for $18.95. Debbie said it's going to be a boho farmhouse paint off. I'm going to make Debbie paint something white.
I'm going to stencil all the things.
And I'm going to paint something boho. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I think Debbie would disown me. I don't think she'd come if I'd be like, you can only paint that white. She'd be like, I can't do it.
Crisp, clean lines,
She'd
light distress
she'd
on
be
the
like,
edges. Okay, this I've never seen before. Something like this. Is this it's tin?
It's hammered. No, it's hammered aluminum.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It is very aluminum-esque. Yeah, it is aluminum. It's so thin, it looks like tin.
So it's hammered aluminum. It's embossed with fruit on the top and has a faux bois handle and knob. These are faux bois.
They look like wood. Is that what that means? Faux bois wood?
I think faux bois. I think I said it right. It's fake wood on the handles. And they're, what's this called? Riveted? Is that what that's called?
Yes.
They're riveted, and then it's got the little like tree knobby top.
All the stuff. I'm gonna bring it close so you can appreciate.
It's really cool, and people collect them. I think we're selling that one for $19.95.
The price isn't on here.
Oh, and it was $3.
Oh yeah, $19.95.
And it was $3 at the DI. Debbie says if I made her paint something white, it would hurt her soul. Sherry says, how are the baby chicks doing? Zeb just checked them out tonight. How are my baby chicks?
They are doing great. They were hungry and ready for me to refill their food. They've been eating. We're gonna have to get a bigger feeder because they've been eating it emptying it like 3 times a day.
Faux bois is goose liver. What's the word for fake wood.
Goose liver.
I
does
totally
not,
made a mistake
That does
in the
not
title.
sound great. You could just go hang out with your dad. He makes up words all day long.
I make up words all day long. So guess what? We're not painting this candlestick.
Well, it's got
It's
like
cool.
a very fall vibe to it, and it's already got the good dripped wax.
I know, it's bomb. So we got a drippy wax candlestick. This one's actually vintage. This has like the what are those tables? Those Italian tables called?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
I do. But
that's the exact finish that's on this.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
they
about.
have like the embossed design and then the curvy. Does anybody know what those Italian gold tables are called?
I know. It's just lost in the vault.
That's what this candlestick is. It's like the exact same material and similar finish. It does have a little bit of paint on the fruit. There's no prize, but I would just love you forever if you told me what those Italian tables. No, it was almost there in my brain.
It's gone.
I don't know. It's gone.
Just let it go. I'm gonna put it over here.
Faux bois is the fake wood. Faux bois. Faux bois, faux bois. I was very, very close. Now, what is the name of those tables, though? The Italian tables. Florentine tables. Yes. Okay. And the Cotton Barn said it first. I think her and I were in the same brain at the same time. So that is a Florentine style candlestick, and I'm not painting it. All right.
Is this getting painted?
Yes, because this is just Fitz and Floyd, which is a good brand, but it needs a paint finish. So this will get a probably blue or a blue-green color with a white two-tone. And we'll bring the gold back, and it's done.
Easy peasy.
If it didn't have gold underneath, I would probably add gold.
You paid $4.99 for this, less 20%. What's that? Quick math, do it.
It was $4.
Yeah.
Because 50 cents times 2,
I know.
It's $1 off. And so it's $4, and I'm selling it for $19.95 after I paint it.
All right, so we've had one of these. It went into the corner, and it never got painted because, man, painting this like front, back, we've decided we're going to spray this because we're set up to spray in the backyard pretty easily.
It would be so great as a toilet paper holder, a mini crock holder. You could roll up towels like little washcloths on it. You want to go get a mini crock? I have one over there.
I'm thinking about it.
I have a couple actually. There's 3 over there. Or like 8 if you look all over the house. I mean, nobody's counting how many mini crocks I have.
I'm gonna grab few selections.
This one didn't have a price tag, so now I remember. This one was $4. Once it's painted lightly, tastefully distressed, it'll be $49.95, and it does have a little hooky do, so you can hang it on the wall if you want to, or it can sit on the counter the way this is.
I think the candle's got to go.
Look at that. Lucky for you.
Oh, this is...
I happen to have a small collection of Crocs. Look how cute that is.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. What? That one needs to be melted.
I told you, you are missing a staging career. I can't let the word out because people are going to try to hire you, and we need you at Jami Ray Vintage. It's going to be much better painted. The brown is kind of drab. But picture this with a cute paint finish. It's going to be good. Anyways, $49.95
that's why it wasn't
once
sitting
it's
level.
painted.
Rogue piece of wax on the
All
bottom.
right, be careful with that one. That's my favorite crock.
Yeah, this one's probably actually worth a lot of money.
It is. I paid good money for it. So
I saw what it was.
I paid American money for it. The candle didn't break. That's good because that's an expensive hand-dipped beeswax candle. We sell those at JamiRayVintage.com. Never miss an opportunity.
Shameless plugs. Tonight.
Always be selling. ABS. Okay.
That breaks to me.
I knew you were going to say that because I know you. All right. This was $1. While I do appreciate the effort of the hot glued doily, it's starting to come off. So the doily is going to go. I think at one point it would have been cute. I think it would have been better if they would have just glued a whole doily so it wasn't like starting to lose strings. And I'm going to paint this. It's probably going to get an IOD mold on the front, and it's going to be $14.95 once it's painted. I love, love, love wall pockets. This wall pocket actually already sold, and I'm not doing nothing to it because it's already got a cute French design on it. And it was $3, and I sold it for $12.95. Someone's getting a cute little...
I do like that.
Yeah, it's cute,
like
right?
A good toile-esque pattern. Qual-esque.
It's like something I would do with IOD, but I don't have to because they already did it.
We need this. The apples on one of our trees are just falling off because they're getting ripe or the worms got them. One of the two. Either way, if worms get in your apples, you just cut around that worm and you can it or put it in a pie or you freeze dry it or dehydrate it. It's still a good apple. Organic.
So this apple basket was $2.99.
That's
which is
a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I would have paid way more than that. I probably would have paid $8 or $9 for it.
So I found one the other day, but someone had painted like a red stripe along the bottom.
No,
and
I like it plain.
I left it at the store.
Plain apple baskets. I love the wear on this. I actually love the size of it. Sometimes they're too big. The handles are really good. $24.95. Perfect for stacking pumpkins in on your front porch.
Wait. Oh, you mean real pumpkins?
Yeah. So what I would do if I was stacking pumpkins is like put like something in the bottom so you're not wasting money, and then just put like a big pumpkin on top. There you go. Apparently Zeb's gonna be staging all the situations. So picture this like this, sitting on some stuff.
Oh, higher.
Yeah.
You can't sit down in? A little askew?
I don't know. I mean, you're the professional today.
I'm just mixing and matching, you know?
All right.
That's what I do at the thrift store. I didn't go thrifting this week. Jami went thrifting without me. I was running lighting on the stage, which, happy to announce, it's all lit up. The fans work. Oh.
We had a super chat.
Oh, well, talk about that, Sally.
Sally says, it would be so fun to be at the grand opening. I will watch everything you post during the weekend. I bought those adorable brass butterfly hooks. Cool. What are you going to do with those butterfly hooks? I'm curious because I thought they were so cute. I had to have them. Very like cottagey, but also could be boho. Mm-hmm. So
you could even just use them individually as like towel hooks by the shower or something.
Yeah, it would be good. All right, moving along. This originally was $24.99 at the Hobby Lobby. Somebody loved it enough to write love, but they didn't love it enough to not use screws that were too long.
They're huge. Those screws are giant.
The screws are coming out. We will just use construction adhesive. I will sand this smooth so there's no longer nipples on it. That's what it looks like. And then I will do something better, probably like an IOD mold, and then paint it up. And then once I do all of those things, it will go from $1 to $19.95. See how that works? $1 to $19.95. Still less than Hobby Lobby and way cooler. And we're going to get rid of that situation.
Yeah, that needs to be fixed.
It broke, and they're like, let me put a metal plate and screws in it.
Well, what's weird is I think this is designed to slip out so that you can ride on it easy.
Yeah.
And they've ruined it.
I don't know.
We'll fix it. Someone ruined it.
Yeah. Moving on.
Well, this is a fun little juicer. Are we selling this? Oh, we are selling it.
Yeah. Did you want that? If we're juicing, we're going to be juicing en masse, and we're going to need more than that.
I wonder if this would work with apples. I think apples just need to be mashed, and then
you cannot juice an apple like this.
So
you would make applesauce.
There was an apple cider press that I saw, and I was thinking I might need it. You might need it, but for $1, you can juice your citrus, which is what this is made for. I paid $1, and I'm selling it for $13.95. And it's got a little spout, and it's you know what I would do, honestly, is I would just put floral around it and use it for decor. That's what I thought when I saw it. I didn't think, let me make my own orange juice with this. That's how it is. That never crossed your mind? No. Do you like my cheese dispenser? I was nervous that it was stuck. Nope. But it has grooves in it's like it's like stoneware. It's stoneware with a copper top. Yep. And it says cheese. Cheese and then blue. It's got a little brass knobby do, so you can close off the cheese. You can have a little bit of cheese, or you can have a lot of cheese. I'm an all the cheese guy. All the cheese all the time? Actually, I probably don't even need that sifter. I probably would just use it for decor personally, but it is very functional. I paid how much for that one? That's a good question. It's right here. $2. I don't know how I missed that. I flipped that all different ways. It has notches on the bottom, so you can put this on the bottom. Why would you do that? See? I don't know. So you can fake someone out for cleaning purposes? I don't know. $12.95, and you can do whatever you want with the cheese dispenser. Maybe the machine it goes through when they're making it
I don't know.
just does that.
Um,
This is cool. This has 3 hooks on it. It's like ceiling tin style, but this chicken in the middle is really raised up.
it looks like a lump of poo right now because they didn't really accentuate the chicken, but I will be accentuating the chicken with a Jami Ray dry brush. So I haven't decided what color I'm going to paint it, but it'll be a darker color, and then I'll do a white dry brush, and then we'll bring back some of the copper, and it's going to be money.
It was $4 at the DI. We're selling it for $49.95 after Jami does all those
I would
things
have paid
to
10
it.
or 15. It's got 3 hooks on it.
Although I need to do a little.
Don't
look away. There's
don't
some
break
repair
it. Don't break
happening.
it. Don't break it.
I'm not breaking it. It's sturdy.
Okay.
It's like solid. It's not a frame. It's like
It's going to
solid
be, that's literally
foam.
going to be the coolest thing that we paint.
Are we going to paint it tonight? We going to
I
get
don't
around to it?
I don't know. We got 34 minutes, and we probably got like 5 more things to show.
Yeah.
This is the world's smallest haul, but we have a lot of words. So this originally was from Pottery Barn. It is a milking bucket, but it's like a heavy gauge. You know how they have like
That's
the
the
cheap,
tiniest.
crappy ones?
What is that milking bucket for?
It's for a mini cow.
Like mini goats.
It was $1.50. $1.50. And I actually,
Oh, it is heavy gauge.
I told you it's heavier than it looks. It's like a quality milking bucket because it came from
Hand
Pottery
wash
Barn.
only.
They probably wanted it for $49.95 because it's Pottery Barn. Look at like even how heavy gauge this wire is. That pumpkin is too big.
I feel like it's appropriate size. I mean, you wanted that other one to be floating above.
It's for milking a cat. Somebody has watched Meet the Parents, clearly. Maybe a goat? Is it a goat milking bucket?
No.
For a pygmy goat?
No, you still want a big bucket. I mean, it has to go under them, right? But
It's a paint bucket? I don't know. It was how much was that again?
you're gonna be shocked, but it was $1.50.
$1.50, and I'm selling it for $14.95. You can milk whatever you want with it, or you could just use it for decor, which is kind of my intention. Oh, Zeb, you're so pretty with those flowers.
I know.
You were gonna say what? You would be surprised at what?
I said you're gonna be surprised. I have never milked a goat.
You never milked a goat?
Nope.
What was your mother thinking?
We didn't have goats.
I
My
know.
uncle had goats, and I didn't milk them when I got there because they got up at 5 a.m. and did it, and I was on vacation when I visited them.
We need to get goats. We either gonna get a Jersey cow or goats, one or the other. My neighbor hinted at the fact that next to the church, I could use their back property to have a cow. And I was like, you shouldn't have said that because guess what's probably happening next spring? There's going to be a cow in the back half of your property, and I will share my milk with you. All
I
right.
feel like that's a pretty good deal.
Flowers.
Organic whole milk is like $10 a gallon.
I might even make them some butter. All right, let's show them the flowers. Again, foliage. These are all great colors for fall.
We got a little floral.
These
a little
could do
fauna.
spring, although I think the purpley blue could go fall as well. We have
So these
2.
are separate bundles, right?
Yeah, so they were $3 each, and I'm selling for $19.95. They're good sized bundles with a lot of stems.
They got like hint of wildflower going on.
I love these ones. These ones look like those ones that I'm going to make.
Let me see
soap
if I can
out
get
of.
it to focus. They're little fuzzies. You better start harvesting those if you're going to make soap.
They're all right. I don't need to harvest them yet. So I paid $3, and I'm selling the bundles for $19.95. Look at that.
Come on, big expensive
You can
camera.
see it. You can see
Focus
it.
close. I'm literally like half an inch.
Essentially, Kimberly says, even that bucket is too high for my Nigerian dwarf goats. I had to use a low, wide bowl to milk them.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look up Nigerian dwarf goats now and see what they look
Grass-fed
like.
organic gallon milk is $15 a gallon. We actually get raw milk here for about $11 a gallon.
Yep.
And if Debbie Beard is a good girl, maybe I'll have some raw milk when she comes. It's good. You can get it on Thursdays at IFA at the milk truck.
If you don't know what IFA is, it's
Oh, it's
kind
a
of
feed
here,
store.
kind of here in the Midwest. It's Intermountain Farmer Association, and they have all the things.
Yup. Kai says, a cow? There are lots of work. I can see Harrington and the cow. I know they're lots of work.
They're tons of work. You can get them trained up to only have to milk them
Yeah,
once a day.
Farmhouse on Boone only milks them once a day and not first thing in the morning. She milks her cow at like 9 a.m. Her Jersey.
That's my schedule.
I feel like, I'm like, look, if Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone can do it, I can do it.
Or it could be like midnight, and you'd be like, "Where's Zeb? He's milking the cow."
We're almost done.
Okay, this is the last piece of floral, I think. We
Yeah,
didn't
so this is
talk
a
about
big
one.
bundle, lots of berries, definitely fall colors.
They got
The
the
teal,
fall
the
berries.
brown, the fall berries. And I think this bundle was how much?
It doesn't say.
I think it was like $4. It was a little
This
bit
one,
more
yeah.
expensive because it's more
It looks like it would be
foliage.
a little more.
It was $24.95. Look at all the stems.
You would be like $4 a stem.
Oh. When's the last time you went to
store?
$1,
$1, $2, $3,
a stem?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's say you're getting them half off. You multiply that times 16, so $2. That's like $32.
And that is why I always find really good thrifted floral. It's not always easy to find because some of the stuff is like too greasy or too dusty, but it was a good week for floral.
But let's say you don't get them half off. That's $64. But these are only $24.95.
Somebody said what just happened on the video. After half an hour, the thingy times out. I don't know. It's a lot. It's hard to explain. So these were $5.99 and $4.99, which is kind of a lot for candlesticks. However, the finish is super good on them. And I'm not painting them. So I was like, nailed it. I did get an extra 20% off because these are from Savers, and I'm selling for $29.95 for the set. They're like a teal and green color with a faded burlap underneath, and they're chippy goodness.
I'm not wandering off, I promise.
Where are you going? And they have they're turned, and then this is metal. I don't know where Zep's going. All right, lanterns. If you see them, buy them. This one doesn't have glass, which I love because the glass is a pain in the butt to ship. So I'm not sad that it doesn't have it. It's got these leafy designs. It's kind of got a Taj Mahal top. It will not come complete with the fly, but it needs a new paint job. So I will give it a French country paint job. It was $4, and I'll sell it for $29.95. And last but not least, this Trio O candlesticks. I can't remember if they're getting painted or not. They were $3.99 each, and I just really like the look of them because they look like spindles that somebody turned into candlesticks, and I didn't actually have to do the labor, which makes me happy. And they're going to be, I have a new, Sally says 2 Arabian Nights for her. Well, hopefully not 2 Arabian Nights for somebody else. I don't know where these are. Hold on just a second. There we go.
Did you not write a price?
$42.95, and they are getting painted. They're not bad the way that they are, but they're all kind of scuffed up. So I'm going to paint them and make them fresh and distress them.
I'm going to paint these, and I'm going to get you. Let's do the rooster. We have time. We have 26 minutes to paint.
Okay. Perfect.
That's a good long while. This one's not getting painted right. I'm going to paint that one and these 3.
Okay.
Then I'll get you. I don't know. Do we have paint stuff?
Do we have paint?
I never know what's in that.
Is the sky blue?
I mean, I know we have stuff.
So this is, remember this one has to be 2-toned.
Yep.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me, I don't care what color.
You, for this?
Yeah, skeleton key would be good.
Are you painting the handles too? Or the hooks?
I sure am.
Skeleton key coming.
All right. If you didn't watch, I edited my own video because Zeb was in the garage working this last week. I never edit videos, so watch my video where I do thrift store makeovers and I use skeleton key on everything. I think it turned out pretty good if I say so myself. I do milking goats first, get the swing of it. A cow takes more land and feed. All right. Well, right now I don't have anything to milk, so see what happens.
Oh, here's the skeleton key coming at you.
Thanks.
I'm missing some brushes though. There's only one brush.
I want to see you paint a pumpkin. Heather, I probably am not going to paint a pumpkin because that's going to be like textured and layered, and I don't want to do it on live video.
All right, skeleton key.
It's 9:04. I probably could paint a pumpkin, but I don't want to.
We'll either show it in a short or a full video.
I will film myself doing the pumpkin makeover because it'll make excellent content. Probably a short video. I've been doing lots of shorts because we haven't had as many edited videos because we're in the middle of renovating a church. You know, it's kind of a situation. But so I've been doing a lot of short form content. So I don't put a lot of that on YouTube. I do try, but YouTube, if you're listing YouTube never gives me the love on short videos. Like they hardly get any views. But on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Pinterest, I put up almost a short video every day. Sometimes, like the other day, I put up 3 short little videos. So skeleton key DIY paint sticks to just about everything. It's kind of a bluish green gray color. Actually, I'd say it's a blue gray, not green. and it will dry lighter, and then it'll get dark when I seal it. It looks kind of blah though because I haven't distressed it.
That got left. The lid was not tight.
Well,
we were going to do some French millinery on this and white over the top, but now I have to go make another selection. I'll be right back.
Zeb, I hope by now you have a little paint on that shirt.
I don't have any paint.
You have some on the sleeve.
I'm actually.
And we got another Star Wars shirt from a sweet gal, and I don't know where the leather went, but I gave it to Odelia. And so if that was you,
I'm actually pretty good unless I'm doing like a ton of paint projects, like back to back to back to back, like not getting paint on me.
Yeah, Zeb's a lot neater. I have paint on me. Do you know I have gray paint on my hands?
I have gray paint all over my hands.
We painted the floors of the church on the stage, and they got painted in gray skies, and it looks amazing, and it was super easy, and
it's like single really coverage.
Pretty excited about that. I will have a short form video up. Probably I'll edit it today and put it up tomorrow so you guys can see us painting the stage at the church. I wanted to try out the cottage color gray skies on the floor application because I've been trying to do all of the things with the paint to see how it holds up in every different way. And I have decided I'm painting the front door haint blue at the church.
And that door gets sun. It's west facing. It gets a lot of sun, so we'll see how that holds up.
I'm anticipating that it will fade because it gets a lot of sun, but we'll see. I have painted, oops, I got dribs. I have painted in gray skies and white linen like a milk can and a metal bowl, and it's in my garden, and it's held up really, really well, and it gets water on it every day. So I've been really pleased with that. And if you guys didn't know, Cottage Color is the Jami Ray Vintage curated paint line by DIY Paint, and so we love it.
All right, so this is weathered wood, and I have Farm Fresh, and I'm going to darken up the Farm Fresh. I'm
using the R20 Klingon brush, and Zeb is using the S50. Is that what that is? That's my favorite dry brusher.
Well, right now, it's going to be the all-over brusher.
All right.
So I mixed some weathered wood, which is like a brownish, like a dark brownish gray, and I mixed it with some Farm Fresh, and we've got kind of this really great sagey green that's got some gray to it. Oh, that's going to be good once I paint back over that with the white. I might even add a little bit of it to the white. That way it's got like a tone on tone look, but lighter.
I'm going to pull off the excess paint on my rooster here.
You never know when I go experimenting how things are going to work out. If someone's already purchased this.
She did.
Okay, well,
she wanted to just paint it, so
I'm gonna make it good. It's gonna be really good.
All right, I'm gonna put this brush over here. I'm gonna get the heat gun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you grab me one too?
Well, you are cute, so I can get you a heat gun. You know what my job is over at the church? Tell them what my job is.
Jami is getting so good at running to the hardware store and grabbing me all the things. Like, she knows what's in all the aisles as well as I do these days.
I'm the fetcher. I fetch stuff from the store, from down the ladder. I throw up screws. I toss up stuff. I clean up after him. The man cannot get a Powerade in the garbage can to save his life. It doesn't happen. He's tired.
Not true.
He leaves them all over the place. I mean, it gives me something to do, so we're good.
Here's the thing about the Powerades and the water bottles. If there's not a trash can close, I'm going to sweep a little later anyway.
Who does all the sweeping?
You're going to sweep a little later anyway.
It's true. It's all right. We all have our things we're good at.
Here's
and I'm
the thing.
good at
Jami can't go 3 steps up the tall ladder.
I can go 6 steps up the tall ladder.
6
Thank you.
Steps.
Yeah.
And she doesn't wire lighting up.
Nope,
so.
I don't. I have limited construction skills, so I do what I can. Basically, my job is to do all the things that I can do, so Deb doesn't have to, so he can do the things that I can't do. Does that make sense? The gopher, that is my job. I also am in charge of making sure that Zeb is fed.
Here's the thing. She gets hungry while she's out and about at said hardware store, and she's like, hey, I got lunch. Hey, I got dinner.
The other day,
Hey, I got breakfast.
did I or did I not bake you a breakfast sandwich?
Oh, it was delicious. You
And
made that from home.
I did make it from home, and I was not for me because I didn't have one. I don't remember what I ate, but
I almost didn't mix up enough paint. I think I have enough. I might do something similar on these too. This is a great, is Debbie still watching? This is a really good grayish green color. Just throwing that out there.
Fraser says, when I walk into a room, I automatically close all the drawers. But Zeb doesn't leave cabinet doors open or doors in general. I actually think our kid, like people, for the most part,
I'm not rubbing off on our children.
No, they're pretty good.
They close the door to the outside because.
But they don't leave the cabinets open.
They can literally hear my eye twitching in the other room if they don't close the door.
I have to say, our kids are pretty good about closing cabinet doors. I realize that when I'm around other people's children, I'm like, did you know that those cabinets both open and shut? Our kids aren't super bad about it. Occasionally, I have to be like, listen, pick up every blessed thing that belongs to you here because I'm tired of picking it up. But for the most part, they're not bad.
So I'm just going to do one coat on this. It's pretty good coverage. I do have a couple peekaboos in the details, but I'm going to distress it, and we're going to do that white over the top, and I'm going to add some of that white here pretty quick.
Les wants us to paint the baseboards pink.
Pink?
I love you, Les, but that ain't happening in the church. Maybe in the cottage. Zeb, is a pancake compressor okay for the sprayer? No. You need to have at least 8 gallons, but 20 is best.
I mean, will it spray? Yes, but it'll spray for like 3 minutes, maybe less, and then you're gonna be waiting for that air compressor to catch up, and it's really frustrating. A 20-gallon compressor is only about $60 more than a little pancake compressor, unless you found maybe a Harbor Freight pancake compressor is like $70-$80, but they have a 20-gallon compressor at Harbor Freight that I have used a ton, and it's like $200.
Debbie says she's still watching, but she's driving. I'm glad that you're not
this
texting.
color, Debbie, is good. My mix here.
It is good. Everybody tell Debbie that we want some dark cottage colors. So that way Debbie can tell the manufacturer.
I think she's already told them.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee you Debbie did not text that while she was driving. She probably was pulled over or whatever. Or she has somebody with her texting for her. Debbie is not a text and driver. She was at a stop sign, see? And she probably voice texted because Debbie don't like to use her thumbs. I tried to show Debbie how to text like this. She did say it was better because she used to text like this. I was like, Debbie, hold the phone, use your thumbs. And she was like, life-changing, but still mostly voice to text.
When she texts us in a group, it's always a voice memo. I love it because I can just listen to it while I'm working.
Sally said, shoo, alrighty. All right. And Debbie's not watching. She's listening. Like if she's driving down the road, she's not. She doesn't have a Tesla that drives itself. Even then, you're not supposed to. I do that though. Like if Debbie's on and I have to go somewhere, I just turn the phone like on my car so I can hear it. And then I just like listening to a podcast and I just flip the TV over so that I don't see it. Because typically if I'm watching people, I know what painting stuff looks like. So I don't need to see what they're doing. I just want to hear them. It's like hanging out with someone. Which Klingon do you suggest for furniture? Any of them? I've never found one that wasn't good.
This one I was just using is great for like, it's really comfortable in your hand. If you're going to be painting like big pieces, might want a longer handle. It helps your hand not cramp as much.
Kind of depends on what you're doing.
To hold on to. But this one is the 20. Is this the 20? Which one did you use? There's one that's a size up from this, and it's like a great universal brush.
Dark cottage colors. Debbie says she's on it. Jamie, when you painted the other day alone, what color did you use? So I used Skeleton Key, and then I used Cottage Colors White Linen for the dry brush. I don't know why, but I really just love to dry brush with the white linen. Maybe it's because it's brighter than the DIY whites. I don't know what it is, but it dry brushes like a dream. And it doesn't take hardly any paint. Jennifer just says her son and daughter-in-law just ordered a new Tesla. She feels really spoiled. My car has what they call like self-drive, but it's not like a Tesla where you can like put the address in. But it doesn't require you to really like, I hold on to the steering wheel, but the car does a lot for me. It's funny sometimes. Oh, look, there's baby chicks in here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. When I drive Odelia's car, because obviously my daughter has a car without that feature in it, I'm like, oh, this is what it's like to have to turn the steering wheel. You get spoiled. All these cars, they do all these things.
It won't be long. They'll all be automated and flying around. It's coming.
It's coming. Zeb's here for it. I just love it because I can haul a lot of junk in my SUV. Whenever we get a car and we're at the dealership and then they're like, oh, they find out what we do. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to haul junk in this. The dealership sometimes almost acts like offended. Like you're buying a new car and you're going to put junk in it. I'm like, listen, I work for a living. I don't know about you, but this is a work car.
All right. Wet distress is done.
Virginia, I don't even know what you said, so I did not come off as accusatory. I'll have to watch the chat. She's voice texting, but she didn't know. Sometimes voice texting is not good. It doesn't come out the way you want it to. Leslie says she's looking at a hybrid Ford Maverick. Never heard of that.
That's cool. Leslie, you let me know how you like that if you get it. Because I got an F-150 and they make it in a hybrid. And you can't hardly get it here in Utah, so I don't have it.
Also, it doesn't go. Tell me about your truck. Tell me about your truck, what it doesn't do well.
I got the tremor, right? The F-150 tremor. Cool. Looks awesome.
Great
Goes
for off-roading.
off-road like a dream. It's super smooth. The suspension is so soft, it does not tow anything. And I tow a lot. It's on the chopping block. It's almost unbearable. I was on the freeway towing
unbearable.
I was on the freeway towing our camper, and I've towed a lot of stuff. Used to drive semi trucks with a 53-foot trailer on the back. I know what I'm doing, I think. Anyway, it was fishtailing like crazy, and I wasn't even going 60 miles an hour on the I-15 bringing our camper home. It was scary. Jimmy's like, why are we in the slow lane? And semis are like blowing by us on the freeway. I'm like, the truck has the power, but it's not going. We're not going faster than this because as soon as we do, that trailer back there just started whipping around.
So, and I drive like a mom SUV. I drive a Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and it tows so good.
It does.
It puts his truck to shame.
But I don't really want to take that off road.
Well, we do. We took it to the property. We haul our camper, our boat with it. It's a good workhorse, and I think he's jealous because my Grand Wagoneer tows better than his truck.
It would be okay if the camper was the only thing I needed to tow, but it's the same thing if we get the trailer full of like furniture or trash or whatever. Because we got rid of the roll-offs a while back because I didn't have any big demo anymore. I've just been hauling all of our own demo and all the old plaster and stuff in our trailer. And the truck, it's a great truck, but man, it says it'll tow like 12,000 pounds if you want to go 35.
Well, it's a good thing because we bought legit the world's oldest camper. Like, it's super old, but in great condition. We took it out to the property
it's not the oldest. It's from 1993.
Okay, it's 30 years old.
Airstreams are older.
This is true, but it's old. Anyways, took it out to our property, and we had to buy we had to buy the new tractor Zeb wanted because we don't want to scratch the Jeep on the property with the trees when we're pulling the camper. And that is how everything worked out to Zeb's advantage.
We bought the tractor because I want to save $30,000 on excavating and have the tractor. Like the tractor was less than excavating would cost to get a cabin site and a little road dug in.
And we've already used it to pull furniture out of the trailer. So it's got many uses, and it's moved rock at the church.
Yeah, it's already got like 6
been
hours
good.
and I haven't even driven it much.
Somebody asked how many kids we have. I have 5.
You did do the having.
I did have the 5 children, but we together have 5 children. My oldest is almost 20 and he doesn't live at home. And then I have a daughter who's turning 17.
People are going to burn you up if you don't start saying we.
I know, we have
every
5
time. I don't care, right? Every time she says I and my, someone inevitably in the comments is like, Zeb's part of this relationship too.
Listen, Zeb was there, okay? I'll tell you. He was there. He was involved in the making of the children, okay? But we have 5. And Harrington's almost 20. And Odelia is like a week or 2 away from turning, I don't know how many days, but pretty close to turning 17. So she drives a lot herself. But also my parents live with us and they don't drive. So we need a big SUV because we haul a lot of people and a lot of junk all over the place. We contemplated like one of those really big mom vans.
We looked at a Sprinter van, the big ones.
They wanted an extra 30 grand for it. It didn't have anything cool in it, but they wanted 30 grand over MSRP. And I was like, you know what you can do with that van? I won't tell you what I said, but I did not buy it. I ain't paying 30 grand over MSRP.
It was from our favorite car sales
I know, but he's a great guy, but I'm also not paying 30 grand over. Not happening. Debbie's little Bronco tow is great. Her Bronco's cute. Her little Bronco
like
Sport.
Her little Bronco.
It's cute. I want to get like an old Bronco. They're just hard to find.
I'm using a brush that's way too big, and it's going to be extra distress on this.
I'm wet distressing. I haven't said what I'm doing here yet, but I'm just wet distressing this. And I will show you in a minute.
You guys, I hope you've, you can read between the lines. The story time has been real tonight. I told you, we're tired. It usually makes for a fun live stream.
All right. So I'm just using water to pull this off. Now, if this was the cottage colors, you have to use sandpaper, or I have heard you can use Clorox wipes when the paint hasn't set up quite all the way and use that to wet distress, or like baby wipes. But the DIY paint is clay-based and doesn't have a sealer in it. So I pulled back some of that original copper. That's what I've been working on over here. And you can already see, I feel like the rooster is already standing out better. But when he's done with...
Is that a rooster or a hen? That's a hen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because these are little chicks, huh? They belong to her, but there must have been a rooster at some point. She has 3 chicks. I'm going to do a white dry brush when Zeb's, if he ever finishes that candle.
This isn't white.
Men and childbirth don't mix. Zeb likes to hang out with me while I give childbirth.
Yeah.
He actually told me I'm really good at it.
You are. I don't have any other reference, but.
Yeah, with Jack, I didn't even break a sweat. Now, I should preface this with I've had 5 epidurals. So, but all the pushing was all me. And Zeb's children are giant. In fact, Redrick just had a birthday. He just turned 11. I reminded him that 11 years ago, I pushed out a 9-pound child with a 15-inch head. And Jack goes, 15 inches? I'm like, the head wasn't flat. Okay, Jack. Jack was really impressed. It's like, no.
He was like, what?
All right. Are you almost done yet? I need to borrow that brush.
Down here. Take it. I'm just making a mess. I need
All
more
right.
water on
Dry
this.
brush. Very important. It's going to bring out the detail. I'm going to dippy, and I'm going to wipe it off to where my brush is almost dry, hence the name dry brush. You guys probably already knew that. And then I'm just going to go over the top and bring out all of the raised detail.
I'll give you guys a close-up here in just a sec.
Caitlin's bringing up the math lesson on the discount. She'd tell that story while I'm dry brushing. That's funny. It was with Harrington, my first child. Remember?
Me?
Yeah, it was before I had my epidural. And you were trying to we would take in those birth classes, and you were trying to take me to my happy place, which is shopping. And he told me that I was doing, he's like, okay, Jami, pretend that you're shopping. And I'm like, he's like, pretend that you're shopping and it's 75% off with an additional 50% off. And then Zeb's like, wait a minute, that would make it free. And through the contractions, I said, it's off the discounted price. It's a family joke. So that was Zeb's math lesson while I was giving birth to Harrington.
It was great. We played cards up until like a few minutes before he came.
Yeah, well, after that, I got an epidural, and then things were just peachy. I know that some women like to give birth at home or all natural. I just don't happen to be one of those women. If they gave you like a trophy or at least a T-shirt from having natural childbirth, I might consider it. But I heard that there's nothing. You both get a baby. All right. Do you like it? Do you think it looks better? What do you guys think? I think it's turned out awesome. You could also do white wax and buff it back.
Oh.
I'm using white linen, just like I did in that video the other day. It really takes no paint. You'll notice I'm not really re-dipping my brush. Deborah, I remember the math lesson. It is Deborah's my sister. It is a favorite family story. The other favorite family story is before I had my epidural, I worked at a mortgage company and my broker and his wife came to see me. And I was like, nope, nobody's coming in until I have my epidural. And my dad's like, but they came all the way. I'm like, it's half a mile down the road because the hospital's right by downtown where our office was. I was like, they cannot come in.
Your dad was actually watching a baseball game in the room when you were having Harrington, and he did this.
He came by afterwards, but he was not watching the delivery. All right, let's see. Oh no, this needs more dry brush. I'll show it to you guys in a minute.
He kept watching the game though.
Hey, when he commits to something, he commits to it. And he was really committed to baseball at the time. The Diamondbacks were good.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
We're coming up close with the skeleton key.
I'm also going to come close with
now,
this.
you guys, I will wax this because the skeleton key doesn't have a built-in sealer.
Here, I'll hold it here and
it'll get darker. It's already focused. So look how good that looks. So picture this with the skeleton key slightly darker. So good. All right, let's show them yours. Okay. I'll show it to them up close.
So that is farm fresh. I would say an easy 2 parts farm fresh to 1 part weathered wood to get that grayish green color. And then I took that same mix and added an equal part of the white linen from Cottage Colors. And then that's what's on the leaves here.
It will get a little bit darker when we seal it.
Yeah, this will get darker.
So the white will pop.
Probably stays the same.
So if you guys want to get the paint that we used tonight or the brushes, those are also at JamiRayVintage.com. It would be huge, amazing, awesome if you guys would hit that subscribe and notifications. And also if you're on Facebook, hit share because that's huge help for us. We would love that. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
Love you guys. See you next week.
And random conversations about childbirth.
Hey, it's what we do.